tell me about like that moment where, you know, you know, they say, yes, you're going to be Pistol Pete. Like, how was that moment? What is it like? And then, you know, what do you do, I guess, first event after that?
Yeah. So it was pretty emotional. I won't lie. Coming from a small town, you know, trying out for things, it was a position where you got those things that you tried out for because there was no other option. You know, you're in a small town. And it's like, okay, we need 5 people on the basketball team. Like, we have 5 people here that
someone's
have to go to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, but with Pete, it was like the first thing that I really, really wanted that didn't work out in the end, you know, and I thought, okay, next year I'll try out and maybe it'll happen again. And again, it was a no. And to hear the yes on the 3rd year was like, it all fell into place and the right timing. And, you know, it was pretty emotional. First event I did was at the OSU Alumni Center. Had an event there. It was an auction event, and I'll never forget putting that on and going for that 30 minutes. It was great. And then the second event I had was actually back at the FFA convention. So I did an event for a breakfast at the convention on day 2, and I was supposed to be in the head for 30 minutes, and it turned into an hour and a half. So I'm wearing this 45-pound head sitting on my shoulders for an hour and a half, and I only thought I had to be in it for 30 minutes. And I remember driving home afterwards and not being able to check my blind spot. I'm like, okay, I've got to go in the right lane. You know, let me just hope that there's no car over in the right lane. It was so different. The feeling of soreness I've never felt anything like that.
Does it come with does it have like a strap or anything?
No strap.
Or is it literally just the head?
It sits on your head, shoulders.
On the shoulders,
Sits on your shoulders. It's almost like a baseball helmet inside.
Okay.
And then it sits on your shoulders. So it on here and here. Yeah.
Wow.
It was. Man, I think my neck got stronger as the events continued. But it was a rough night.
So what would have been first kind of sporting occasion then?
First sporting event that I did as Pete? Man, that's tough. I guess it would have been that first football game.
It would have been the fall, right?
Yeah, because we try out at the end of the semester, and then summer happens, and then football season happens. So it would have been that first football game. And awesome thing is, you know, the new Pete jumps off of the gator at the 50-yard line for the first game. Yeah. So I remember going to practice, and, you know, Pete's standing up on the back of the gator. There's 2 things to hold hands to. And I remember the first time that we were practicing before the game, they had it in reverse on accident, the gator. So I'm thinking that I'm going to pull out of the tunnel. Right. Instead, it goes backwards, and I'm like, oh my, whoa.
You got this 45-pound head that's above you that's ready.
So I try to grab my hands onto the bars, but I've got one, and I'm kind of looking back, and then they crank it and drive, so it goes from back to forward really fast. So I'm like hanging like this a little bit, have to readjust myself, you know. But hopping off the gator and shooting the shotgun for the first time at that football game was, man, it was unreal. You know, it's like that's what all the students look at, and they see, like, that's the hype of the game and stuff. And, you know, being able to do that for the first time is so awesome.
Yeah, because everybody's eyes are on you at that point. They watch you come out, and it's part of kicking the game off.
Yeah, I think it's cool, the fact that even though everyone's eye, like, they know it's me under there, they still see Pete, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, being able to represent that was just super special.